Today I have Sebastian Lopez, PhD candidate at Griffith University, and the developer of Fish ID. Now Sebastian, what exactly is that?
So Fish ID is a platform, a smart monitoring tool developed by Griffith University and the Global Wetlands Project that integrates automatic identification, counting and behavioral classification of fish species from underwater footage in aquatic ecosystems.
So Moreton Bay Environmental Ed Centre is often out on Moreton Bay conducting research. We are super interested in Fish ID, so why was it developed?
So Fish ID was developed to eliminate the manual effort and the time that goes into analyzing underwater footage. As you said, the Ed Centre collects a lot of data, and usually the staff would go through all those videos and analyze it manually. So what Fish ID actually does is that it completely eliminates that, and it streamlines the processing and reporting of the underwater footage into just one neat report of how many fish there were and what were the species. As you can imagine, for fisheries research and scientific research as well, this platform like Fish ID is really good because it can provide actionable data that then can result into conservation actions.
So that's incredible. Just run through how it works.
So Fish ID uses artificial intelligence. Basically, it's a machine that is constantly learning about different fish species. Then, once the machine has learned about what a bream is or what a thread-fin bream is, then we will use that machine to automatically analyze underwater footage. Fish ID actually needs a lot of data, so we have been partnering up with different universities and institutes to achieve that data that we actually need to train our machine. One of our partnerships has been with the Ed Centre because you have been collecting data for 7 years in Moreton Bay, and that rich data set is really good for Fish ID, so it can learn all about the different fish species in Moreton Bay.
Sebastian, tell us a bit more about the partnership with Fish ID and the Environmental Ed Centre.
So last year, the Fish ID team won a grant from Microsoft. Microsoft is one of the leading players in the development of artificial intelligence tools, and the fact that they're helping us is really encouraging. Through this grant, we have been developing a partnership with the Moreton Bay Ed Centre, where you have been providing us data, and then at the end we'll provide a Moreton Bay machine that will be able to identify different target species from Moreton Bay in different environmental conditions. This Moreton Bay machine will also be used in other exciting projects that Griffith University is developing.
So this is beyond exciting. Where do you think we'll be in the future?
So we're envisioning Fish ID to become an online platform where people can just take a picture of a fish and then they can automatically identify that fish species.
Sebastian, thank you for being with us today and sharing the information about Fish ID. We are beyond excited about when you finish your research and it progresses and doing whatever we can to assist in any way. So thank you, a true champion for the Bay.
Thank you so much.